Hello everyone and welcome to the 13th episode of my RuneScape series, A Beginner's Guide. I just want to start this episode off by getting 40 prayer. This is what happens when I bury the bones, and pretty much every single thing I've killed so far is that I've spent zero money on buying bones, and all I've done so far is just pick bones up, and now I've had 40 prayer. Alright, what I'm going to do next is you'll probably see me get 50 attack, strength, and defense. Then after that, I'm going to get 50 range and magic. I'll see you guys once I get the 50s in the combats. Cooking my favorite dish, the red berry pie, I was able to get 60 cooking right here and reaching the goal of getting 60 in that skill. I chose to take a little break from combat. As you can see, I did get 2 more levels between the last clip and this one, and an additional prayer level. I just chose to take a little bit of break because I was getting a bit bored of combat and chose to just do some cooking and get it all the way up to 60 as I wanted. Alright, next clip I will be getting 50 attack, strength, and defense though. Alright, I'll see you guys then. Yes guys, I know I said I'd do combat next, but I just want you guys to see my red berry pies never fail me. I made another 1 million GP from selling them. So I just thought I could let you guys know that. Make red berry pies. They will always make you money because people need them for quests and other things too. So just please make them. You will make a bunch of money and you'll get cooking experience. It's free real estate, I guess you could say. Just, it's a great thing to do. Sorry if I seem so excited about it. It's just, I don't know. I think it's a good idea for everyone to do. Alright, now we'll actually see you guys in the next combat update. Alright guys, with that, we get 50 attack, strength, and defense. I think I'm going to switch over to magic now. Or actually, I think I'm going to do range first and then magic. What is nice about doing those two combat styles is that since I have the XP only focused on those skills in particular, by that I mean when I go to gameplay and I go to experience allocation, both range and magic both only go into range while melee goes into all three. So doing both of these skills to level 50 should be I guess 3 times as fast as doing the melees up. So it'll be very useful for getting the levels up and do less AFK or less time AFKing, and I can go right into something else afterwards, which I'm gonna have fun showing you guys. Alright, see you then. Alright guys, and that is 45 range. I'll see you guys once I get 50. And with that, I reach 50 range. I'm gonna go grind out 50 magic now, and then once I do that, I'm gonna do a little something special for you guys, and you'll just have to wait to see what it is. Alright, I'll see you guys once I get a magic milestone. Coming in with 45 yes, I'm still stuck on fire making now. Coming in on 45 magic here. What I also achieved during this time was I actually got 43 prayer. You can see right here. What 43 prayer means is that I officially unlocked all 3 protection prayers. And as you can see, the first one, magic, protects 50% from all magic damage. Range is 50% from all range damage. And then finally, I just unlocked Protect for Melee, which is 50% from all melee. Just thought I'd mention that because 43 is kind of the prayer that everyone, I guess you can say, needs to get, especially when it comes to bossing. So, alright, I'll see you guys once I get 50 magic. I thought I'd give everyone a quick, I guess, little mini lesson to magic. So, when using magic spells, you can see there's different tiers. There's Fire Strike, there's there's Strike, there's Bolt, and then there's Blast. Those are the 3 non-member ones that are useful, that can use. But something that people don't actually know, or well, not as many people know, is Air Blast, Water Blast, Earth Blast, and Fire Blast. Even though this one requires only 41 magic, and this one requires 59 magic, they actually all have the same damage output. The only reason you would use Fire Blast per se is if the monster is weak towards fire. The reason I bring that up now is because I always just buy air runes. So whenever I come to the port, I just come here, I buy the air runes, I buy them all, but I also buy the fire runes. The reason I do this is because if you look at the price of fire runes, they're actually significantly higher. So by buying the air runes and the fire runes, I'm actually making money even though I'm purely using the air runes to use. And I just take the fire runes to sell. Oh, and if you guys see the other things in my inventory, such as the raw beef, the raw chicken, the tomatoes, the cheese, and the hot chocolate, the chocolate bar, is the food shop that is right here, sells food for very cheap. So whenever I stop in to buy runes, I always buy more of the raw materials or the cooking supplies because I can sell them on the Grand Exchange for significantly more than I buy them for. It's, you can see here, it's not a lot of money I'm making from it, but it's still, I make around 17k every time I do it. And since I restock on runes at least once a day, that's a free 17k that I can get. Alright guys, I'll see you guys once I get 50 magic. I just had to come here to stock up on more on air runes. Oh, and by the way, before I forget, you can buy the runes here in Port Siram. You can also buy them here in Varrock. I'm pretty sure there's another magic shop. Yes, there's another magic shop right here, which is where I was about to go to, which is why I kept clicking on it. Alright guys, I will see you once I get 50 magic. Alright. Alright guys, if you know what this here means, we're about to try our first boss. And as you guys know, pretty much like the main objective of this series that I've pretty much shifted to is that I want to kill 100 of all the non-member bosses. And this just so happens to be the first one I want to kill. You can see here, this is going to be the giant mole. I'm going to limit it to only one player because I only am doing it by myself. The minimum combat you can set, right now it's just set to my own minimum. And the free-for-all, I'm pretty sure that just means who can join. I'm going to put it on friends only so no one else joins my instance for now. Alright, so let's see how this boss fight goes. I'm not sure if it's going to go too well, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm probably going to speed the footage up during the actual boss fight so you guys can not get too bored with me just doing this. Alright, I'll see you guys once I hopefully can get this kill. I guess while I have this boss footage going where you see me killing the boss, I thought I'd explain a little bit about what this boss does. So first, as you can see, the boss has 78,000 health and they have a combat level of 230. So whenever you start damaging this boss, you can see that every now and again it slams against the ground. And by the way, I'm not really going along with the video. I'm just going to throw the information out to you guys. Sometimes it slams the ground, as you can see, like the little rocks flow up on the ground. That usually happens when you're trying to safe spot it, or as you can see in the clip, every now and again that it just does when I'm next to it. When it does that, you want to run away because, as you saw we'll see in the video, is I take 200 damage pretty much every tick that happens, and that adds up very, very quickly. The second mechanic you see is that every time the boss's health gets a bit too low, it actually runs to another room, and then you have to run after it. I don't really know if I like this mechanic. I think it's just to elongate the boss fight, so I don't really think it's needed, but it's kind of annoying. I guess that's all I can say about it. Another mechanic you'll see a bit later in the clip is that the monster actually drops rocks from the ceiling, and that just stuns you. The final piece of information I would guess you need to know about this boss fight is you can actually stun the boss once its health gets low enough, which prevents it from running away. Alright, I'll see you guys in 1 second once I start fighting. Or once the fight's over, I mean. Alright guys, we're just about to kill the mole here, and we were able to actually complete the boss fight. It was honestly very hard to complete. I went through almost half an inventory of food, and almost 2 prayer pots, about 1.5. I'm not so sure if this is worth doing at the moment. I want to leave. So what I think I'm going to do is train my stats up a bit more. Actually, you know what? If you see my screen right here, my friends list, there's this guy RSJTZN, and he is actually another person who's on YouTube. He has a channel, and it's just JTZN. And using that, you can actually check him out because he has a similar series going on. Except the only difference between our series is he's actually starting in members, so you get a lot more information about the member side from him, because I'm not actually doing that right now. As you see, I'm a free-to-play player. So I've actually been talking to him a good bit, and he seems like a really fun guy, and we're actually talking about maybe doing some bosses together. And I might see if I can get him over here to maybe kill this boss with me a couple times. I don't know how much fun it'd be for him to do, but I think it'd be a very fun time. Just to boss together and have fun, as he mentioned in one of his episodes, going to the social side of RuneScape and just having fun with someone else. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next clip. Hey guys, I just thought I would pretty much clear my bank out from junk, and as you can see, I actually cleared it down pretty good, I'd say. I pretty much organized my tabs. This is like my herb lore tab, which I can't do because I'm not members. This is my food tab. This is more like a random tab. It doesn't have my runes in it, but I'm just going to keep them there for now because it's most convenient. This is my crafting tabs. This is my member tab, so everything in this tab I just can't use yet because I'm a non-member. This is my combat tab, so pretty much my armor sets. I don't have any melee set yet because I haven't bought one or even smithed one yet. And then this bottom tab is my fletching tab. So the reason I think it's always good to kind of check your bank to see if anything is in it, if you look right here, I found 155k just sitting in my bank that is pretty much doing nothing for me. So I'm just going to go to the GE and sell it. So I highly suggest you guys every now and again just check your bank and clear the crap out of it, I guess you can say. Because not only have I saved myself, I think I started with 130 or 140 bank slots out of 170 used. So I decreased it by about 50, but I also just made myself 150k. So it's just one more tip that I think you guys should all take in count, because bank space is very limited, especially because you only have 170. It sounds like a lot, but it's really not. You go through bank space very, very fast, especially once you start getting new combat armor, new weapons, and new everything. It's just, that person's a thingy. Sorry, I just had my scroll moment right there. So it's just very good to keep a clean bank. Otherwise, it'll be all messy and it's hard to find stuff. So just organization is good in general. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, I'll see you guys in the next clip. And with this swing here, we get 65 mining. I'm guessing you guys probably didn't expect me to go mining right after I killed a boss. But as you can see here, I did level up and I did get mining. The main reason I got 65 mining wasn't really because I wanted to level my mining up. I mean, I guess that's always a secondary outcome or secondary benefit. But the main reason was my smithing is not near 60 yet, or it's not 60 yet. So instead of buying the ore myself, I just wanted to mine the ore because, first of all, it costs less because it's free because I mined it myself. And second, now I only have to mine the luminite, when I only have to buy the luminite, so whenever I sell the ingots or pickaxes I end up making, I'll actually make money instead of lose money. And you guys know I'd rather put in extra time than spend money, even if it's at the cost of me mining here for 5 levels just to get 1,000 ore. But as you guys know, I'm not shy from grinding. I mean, I killed chickens for 3 hours earlier today, or well, I guess the past 2 days. So I have really no problem doing grindy things. So if it makes me more money in the long run, I will gladly do it because this gives me money and level ups. All right, I'll see you guys in the next clip, which will most likely be me getting a smithing level. See you then. And with that, guys, we get 55 smithing. I'll probably have this be the last level of this episode before I go into my outro that I normally do, opening some keys. And I'll tell you guys what I'm planning on doing for next episode. Alright, I'll see you then. Alright everyone, as you can see, I'm still here at the smithy. Smithing away. I thought I'd make myself a set of full rune armor before I leave this area and just kind of finish the video off here. So I think what I'm going to do next video is probably do these 2 quests here. Soul's Bane, which, fun fact, was actually probably my favorite quest as a child. I never really knew what the quest was about, but I just liked how you can hit really high numbers in it. And then the Song's Death is probably just another quest I do tomorrow, and not next tomorrow, but one of the next episodes. I may do Beneath Cursed Tides too, I'm not sure. But these 2 quests will definitely be not next episode. As I said, the Gower quest will be my final quest that I'll be doing on this series. Of course, I'll be still doing my other pieces that I planned to this series, but that'll just be the final quest part of this series. So I guess it's time to get into everyone's probably favorite part of this series of mine, and that's not the right tab. And since I didn't know quests again in this episode, I only have 2 keys, but as you can see, there's a new promotion this time, and there's a chance to get, I guess, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 4, 6, 8, and 9, 10 times rewards, Looks like we struck the 2 times reward for this one, so let's see what I get for this first one. So it's a yellow, second most common. I'm going to take the prismatic lamps and probably put them in prayer. Unless I got times 2 again. And I got a common. Hopefully it's a prismatic lamp or something. And none of these matter to me, so I'm going to convert them all into Ottomans. Alright, let's put these in prayer. The reason I'm putting them in prayer is because that's the hardest... Oh, nice. And that's 45 prayer for you guys. Leveled on up. The reason I'm putting it in prayer instead of something like rune crafting is because rune crafting is honestly very easy for me to do. I just go to RuneSpan and AFK there for like 3 hours and I'm going to get like 5 levels. But prayer, I have to really focus while doing combat, picking up all the bones and burying them, which I do anyways. But it's harder for me to get prayer levels than it is for me to get rune crafting levels, which is why I'm pretty much probably going to put all of my lamps that I get into prayer just so I can get it to 60 in time for the, I guess, this episode being part of the goal. So next episode, you'll probably end up seeing me, as I said, do these 2 quests. I'll probably start next episode off, however, by finishing all the smithing I want to do. And just a heads up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make all the rune bars I have into runite pickaxes +3. I'll also tell you guys how much money I made, because I'm actually going to take into account the armor I made too, because these armor pieces do take luminite as well that I bought. So I'll have less, I guess each piece of luminite will technically be worth more because I used some of it for myself for the armor set. I don't think I have anything more to say. Is that next episode will probably be a bit more on the skilling side and just leveling up, because as you guys know, today I've tried doing the giant mole and I don't think it made sense. I did run it and I did technically profit around 3 or 4k that kill, but with how long it takes, I just don't think it makes sense to do the mole at the moment. I think I want to level myself up to at least 60 before trying again, because magic, mole technically has no weakness, but magic is said to be the best style to use against it. So what I'm probably going to end up doing next episode is finishing off some 60s on here for the non-combat skills, and also see if I can train something like magic up to maybe 60 as well, and see if we can take on the giant mole again to see how much that helps. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching this episode. I will see you in the next one. If you enjoyed my content, please like and subscribe, and if you feel so, comment about what you think about my series, if you think I'm doing anything wrong, if you think I'm doing anything you like a lot, or if you think there's things I should be doing better. Alright, thank you very much again, and I will see you in the next episode.